You know, I've said it before, but I'll gladly say it again. It's often the little guy who puts things into motion. Hey everyone, Teletran4 here, and today we're going to cover the background and stats for Metroplex's partner, Slammer. Now, the Slammer body type is an exceptionally common auto-trooper weaponizer body type, and so there are a lot of bots that resemble Metroplex's partner. But today, I'm going to be talking about a specific Slammer. This one usually wears a red scarf in his outings to distinguish himself from others.
Doing what's right.
Now, Slammer, he was once just your average auto-trooper, nothing really remarkable about it. But during a Decepticon raid on Icon City, where both Bruticus and Devastator were attacked, Slammer let his sense of duty and justice guide him to protect the city's civilians, leading them in an evacuation outside of the city to the ruins of the Crystal City. But once in the Crystal City, he felt a voice tugging at him and appearing to connect to him on some sort of psionic level. Once he was sure his group of civilians were safe, against his better judgment, he followed that voice. The voice ultimately led him to the brain module of Crystal City's own Titan, Metroplex. Slammer's spark was attuned just right to be able to speak to and even empower Metroplex if they bonded. Slammer saw this potential bond with Metroplex as an opportunity. With that power, he could drive the Decepticons out of Icon. And while Metroplex was quite hesitant at first, this random guy just rolled up to him and was like, "We should bond." Slammer had a passion to him, a desire to help people, and to protect the people he loved and the city and world he loved. And that drove Metroplex to accept the bond. The two of them would join the Autobot cause and head out to save Iacon from the Combiners. Now, Metroplex and Slammer have a bit of a symbiotic bond, where Slammer gets some control over Metroplex's body when needed, and Metroplex gets a power boost. After their initial bond, Slammer began to carry a transwarp shunt capsule that Metroplex gave him, which allows him to summon Metroplex, using the Titan's internal space bridge. And it teleports Slammer straight into the brain module so that they can rebond. Now that's the overall gist of our Slammer story, let's get into the stats. Strength-wise, Slammer's a bit of a powerhouse. Being a tank bot, he's able to push through most opposition, so I gave his strength an 8. Intelligence-wise, Slammer is a 7. He has a surprisingly strategic mind, which aids him greatly when he's bonded with Metroplex. Speed-wise, well, he's a tank. And the thing with Cybertronian tanks is they're not really all that fast. They can be faster than cars when needed, but I mean, he's a tank. What more can be said? They're not known for their speed. Endurance-wise, I put Slammer at a 10. Being both a tank and a weaponizer, it's super hard to actually kill Slammer, and even if you get him within an inch of his life, chances are he'll be saved by Metroplex transporting him last minute. Rank-wise, I was a little conservative with this and said that he's a 5, but being Metroplex's partner, it's hard to say. But at the end of the day, he's just an everyday bot, working to protect people. No real leadership goals or aspirations, to be honest. For his courage, I at first labeled him as a 10+++, but it would be more fitting to say that he is an X rank in courage. He's the bravest bot this side of the galaxy. He will do everything in his power to protect innocent people and bots, with or without Metroplex's aid. Really, Slammer is the sort of hero we should all aspire to be. Firepower-wise, I gave him a 9. I mean, he's a tank. He's got big guns. That's what tanks do. Tanks are guns. And I mean, in a pinch, he can ask for a distance assault from Metroplex while he's in city mode. Skill-wise, I put Slammer at a 7. He's good at what he does, and he wants to hone that skill even more, so he's constantly training when not entertaining his Q-hop. He actually collects Tokusatsu merch. Shock and awe there, considering he basically ended up the Cybertronian Ultraman, or Gridman. Overall, Slammer's a noble bot at heart, and while some universes may have him as nothing but a drone, I feel like when he's a person, he's the hero that will rise to the occasion. And before we wrap the video up for the day, the Tumblr Spotlight question. Anonymous asked, how was Bean last night able to blow himself up, move his parts around, and put himself back together like magic? On top of it, how did B speak and get his voice back in the last night? And well, I explained it as, after Age of Extinction, B assimilated the abilities of Stinger by basically absorbing the Transformium nanite. So he gained regenerative abilities like no one else. He basically became the first Bayverse weaponizer that way. And that's everything for today. I hope you liked watching. Teletran 4, out.